everyone back to the King's Cup of its day. I don't know what day. It's like day 5 or something.
4.
Right?
4.
I think it's been 5.
I think tomorrow's 5, Jack.
Okay, fine. It's day 4 of the King's Cup, and Lacoste just verified for that. And we've got our second and final game of the day here between Leviathan and Complexity coming up in just a little bit. Both teams in the lobby.
You gonna introduce your panel?
Dakota, you look like you just beat your wife at home and kids came drunk here.
That's what sunglasses say?
Yeah. I'm going to stop that conversation, introduce the panel real quick. I'm Jack. Next to me is going to be our co-caster.
Our Croatian co-caster, no one here.
Lacoste, and we have Dakota in the fine observer slot. He's saw some things that really hurt his vision last game, so he got the sunglasses on.
I missed a couple kills. These things will help, I'm sure.
And we've got King Grant, his
King
fifth stint in the King's chair. He's really gotten used to the...
yeah, I was looking for some. I was going to like hit a dance move, but I couldn't find the correct one, so I'll just do a few moves here. Back to you.
Thank you.
Well, the problem is you don't have enough of that Monster Mary going over there.
Oh, yeah, I already finished it, but, you know, I'm going to wait up. I'm just going to sip a pink one, you know, and by sipping it, you know.
All right, so the teams are hashing out a minor disagreement. Wow, you can just hear, like, the steady trickle of monster down your throat.
Oh, it's not steady, my friend.
Okay. All right,
it's
I
am
thoroughly uncomfortable now after hearing the sound of Grant chugging a monster.
I mean,
that
I
close
know you
kind
of enjoyed it, but...
Well, that throat is deep.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Jack, this is
many
on
of years.
Jack,
game. I'm just hoping the game starts soon,
Wiener.
but we're having a bit of a disagreement, apparently, about what server the game should be played on. So hopefully they hash this out and we don't have to listen to any more of the banter going on over here.
Set the story, Jack. What's the story?
Jack, do you want me to set it or do you got it?
Set the story.
You know, Leviathan came out strong last game. BSJ with a fine performance on the Chaos Knight. But it was ultimately Complexity that were able to prevail. Panda Brewmaster proved to be an excellent counter for the CK Illusions. A lot of synergy on the side of Complexity. Looking really like the more experienced and polished team there as they continue their undefeated run through the Cup of Kings.
After Irma and everything, too.
Exactly. I think that just goes to show, like, a lot of people probably didn't know about the Brewmaster, you know, just instantly dispelling illusions. That's just Kyle, where his game knowledge and just reading a lot and knowing a lot about the game really does come into play. Maybe not even Kyle. Whoever, someone on the team obviously knew, and it worked out super well. So, yeah, he definitely had his glasses down here, and he's like, Brewmaster.
Z-Freak plays WoW, so it could have been him.
Definitely. That guy's a min-maxer to the max there, and this guy's just crumpling.
Time for some juju
You are literally
Grant, open your mouth. Oh. Camera on Grant.
Camera on Grant. Let's see if they can make the shot. Go.
All right, one
more
time. A little more angle.
That one looked like it went in.
Oh! What was that? All right, I'm good. I'm good.
Third time's lucky.
All right, concussion.
There we go. You cannot get on the camera.
What is happening?
You'll just have to believe that he made that one.
I actually did.
Oh, it was so worth it though to catch Grant slam his head in the throat.
What was that?
All right, these are. Wow, that was literally just not worth.
Oh, it was worth it.
Can I have one of those?
I caught the last
throwing
one.
it at me though. Thank you.
So looking at this, Veno, Nightstalk, Complexity really doesn't like Nightstalker. A lot of teams just leave it. They've been the only team who just bans it all 4 games now, I believe.
Do you think they will try to go for Necro? Why am I asking questions? I'm the one that should be answering.
Here, I got you, Lacoste. Do you think they're gonna go for Necro?
Yeah.
I think they should. I don't think Necro was the problem last game. I thought he played pretty well. It didn't feel like he was involved that much, though, compared to, like, Tide and CK.
I would almost dare to say all day the Necros have not felt like all that much. They're okay, but
yeah, and
it's not like OP Necro.
They go for the Noble Wings, possibly BSJ. Sammy Boy. I really like Sammy Boy in the Bloodseeker middle. He's played really well.
These gummy snacks are delicious. As
yeah, you guys are like obnoxiously shaking the bag around and chewing them in your mouth.
Coming out.
Everyone is just freaking out probably right now. If there's anyone left out there.
Bloodseeker and Her Spirit coming out for.
I already discussed this, Jack, while you were eating. I already discussed both these picks while you were eating.
Well, maybe Jack has something else to say.
Sure, Jack. Who do you think's going to play Bloodseeker?
Not. Please continue.
No, I've already discussed it. We're just going to sit here in peace. Just kidding. Now, Bloodseeker. I mean, this is what this is exactly what I told him to do, right? That they should just pick low cooldown, run at you heroes like Bloodseeker, and my man BSJ's like, that Grant guy, like,
yep.
You know, this guy's a fucking genius, and then he just picks it up. You know, I don't blame him there. I'm a pretty smart guy.
I wouldn't mind Leviathan pulling out the Dark
What happens if they lose?
Well, if they lose, they probably played incorrectly then.
Obviously.
No, ooh, this is gonna be the Necro? Dazzle. So they got the
Dabbing with
most
a dazzle.
just laid back approach. You know, you have your 2 supports already. I would say I don't think we're ever gonna see an offlaner middle Earthshaker again.
Oh, so crisp, my ears snapped.
That's so crisp. I'm telling you, I'm refreshed as hell already.
My neck hurts.
Let it be said for the record that Lacoste did not actually drink from the can he just cracked. He did it just to do it.
Yeah,
Just to
exactly.
get back in shot. He hasn't touched that Dr. Pepper yet.
All
He's
right.
like, and this
See,
is
that's
my
how you know that.
Cheers.
All right, now he's drinking it out of guilt.
That's how you know the
Guilt
difference
drinking.
between me and a European. You know, when I crack that crispy goodness open, you can bet I'm gonna slizzity slam that thing. That's all.
Do the unzip sound.
You have to find it. Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Necrophone's being banned out here for complexities.
Woo!
See, Nick's
When you
being
open
taken
it,
out
you
of the
know it's
pool
going down your throat, right?
For Leviathan. 15 seconds left on this pick for Leviathan before they go into this ban, rather. They go into reserve time.
Jack, as a play-by-play caster, what heroes do you like casting? Because you don't like a lot of people when you see Tide Hunter, you
question.
get hype for the Ravage.
Yeah.
But you were still kind of calm. What would you get hype for?
Yeah, that's great.
As a play-by-play with a grand total of 2 games of PvP experience under my belt.
3 now.
You're doing good.
You have to like the dunkers. You have to like, Earth Spirit and...
Axe.
Yeah.
Dunkers.
You have to like the big explosion heroes.
Wait till you get to experience some like Enigma or Magnus.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen much Magnus actually.
There's
It's
a lot
pretty
of
popular.
Earthshaker, 3-4 man Echo Slams.
Yeah. Jack, I want to.
Jack, if there's please just
This decree, Jack. The last game, you casted one in Chinese. This one, next time we see an Earthshaker, get ready to blink, dunk somebody. I want to hear the most hype you can get. Blow out your mic if you want. I don't care.
I wouldn't mind hearing one hype
Yeah.
Jack dunk moment.
Yeah, I want to hear. Kind of thing.
Going all in.
All right, I'll see
Spitting
what I
out random shit.
No, there's
like,
no seeing what you can do.
I'll
The
do
king
what I can,
demands it.
Grant.
The
I'll do what I
king
can.
demands it.
All right.
We have Puck, third pick here. Jenkins played this in the off lane on their first day.
Yeah, he actually
Came up a bit
destroyed
short,
that
but he did
lane.
good in the lane. Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I remember is that he did pretty good through
Phase
the lane.
Boots and Orb of Venom against the Axe. Didn't they win that game? They did, I think.
That was yesterday, I think.
Was it
yeah,
yesterday?
Yeah.
I believe it
he's-
was because
he's-
it was versus King Tekka, and he dominated him in the off lane. Hard
Yeah.
1v1 Axe versus Puck. Yeah.
These days are blending together, but you are right.
My knowledge is unquenched.
Great lockdown, obviously the synergy together, being able to have them close for an Earth Spirit to be able to land the easy magnetize and just be able to spread the stun and silence through the whole team.
Yep.
Amplify that if you'd like with a Bloodseeker, sure.
Yeah, when, let's say, mid, super late game, imagine Puck having a Dagon 5 getting Blood Rage, or just during the mid game, Blood Rage and Earth Spirit casting a 4-man, 5-man ulti. What do you say about that, Jack? Huh?
Sounds pretty scary, actually.
That sounds reasonably scary for sure.
Also, there's a lot of silences, 3 silences already coming for Dazzle.
Now comes the Templar Assassin.
That's
It's
a-
usually seen as a pretty tough matchup for the Puck to deal with.
Isn't that really aggressive?
Might
TA
not
pick,
be the
though?
Puck on the mid. Okay, it's gonna be Puck on the... not really, actually. It can be Puck on the offlane. Templar Assassin destroys the Puck.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Why do you think they picked TA so early, right? Because they still have another pick if they want to counter. It's not like TA is an uncounterable mid. That seemed like they're testing Leviathan.
What would you get for a mid laner if you have a last pick against the TA?
A good question, Lacoste. I'll let you answer
I'll-
that as the analyst.
Alright, Venomancer is banned. Maybe get a Viper. Maybe get...
Ooh, they're throwing it back like you can't win with the CK, huh? You dumbos.
We get to see the Blink CK potentially
we do.
again now.
Chessy.
Fun,
The
fun,
brothers are
fun.
gonna. These are two. I mean, if they win a team fight at 20 minutes, I think the game just ends because that's what TA does, and a CK as well.
Yeah, there's very little recourse against those illusions, unless the Brewmaster, which is still available, gets picked up by Leviathan themselves here.
It'll be
Maybe run
banned.
as an offlaner.
If it is banned, then I will open up another monster.
Oh, wow. Dangerous.
And also, there's something to be said for CK's partners, right? If your mid is more of a control mid that doesn't really scale and deal damage, then maybe you expect too much out of the CK, where he has to like decisively win fights with his ult and be able to push. But if that CK is not to say secondary, but like just another damage dealer who scales into the mid to late game, then maybe there's less pressure on him.
Brood is actually going to be taken off. Not Brew, but Brood.
Yeah, wait up. It's coL's. They got to ban it versus their CK. Let's see. I have a feeling I'm opening a monster. I think Kyle's going to want to tempt him to take the Brewmaster.
Yeah, that's definitely true as well, because not just the illusion for CK, being able to control the dazzle to stop him from graving, being able to kite the TA a little bit.
Unless they ban out the Viper, actually. I don't know.
Maybe a Storm Spirit would be nice for Leviathan. Not the best laner against the TA does well, but if with the help from ES and Silencer, there's not too much lockdown for that Storm. Chaos Knight needs 16,000 years to actually cast the spells, can easily dodge them. The only one they have so far is Earthshaker.
Unless this is something weird here and it's like a support Chaos Knight.
Oh, come on. Throwing it back to like the old fluff support CK.
Yeah, that was ESL New York, game number 1. I believe it was versus Vega.
Whoa! Look at that guy.
Is that the
Jack, is that gonna be the hype hero?
The Pit Lord, Underlord.
He's using the Pit of Malice! What a huge Look at the damage he got from the aura!
Wait till they come in through the Dark Rift. Alright, that's when I'll lose it.
Everyone says that, and then like, I actually haven't seen a good Underlord ulti like in Pro Dota, and we've seen a few, and it just like isn't.
It's just TPing back to Shrine, healing up, coming back.
You've never seen an aggressive one yet.
No.
We haven't. Maybe this is it though. Maybe Complexity wants to style Leviathan. Maybe they want to put BSJ so far in the dumpster, he comes out in another dumpster on the other side of the world.
Yeah. Yeah. That happens.
The dumpster Nidus worm. That's the. Oh, that's great. Another dumpster. Oh, wow. Okay.
I will say that some of the best Underlord play, like they're not hype TPs, but some of just the cleanest and best use would be EG doing it at Dota Pit. EG at Dota Pit was probably by far with Universe was the best.
Well, when that hero first came out, I mean, the way he was tuned was just, it was kind of disgusting, right? Like,
he was
unstoppable.
The Pit of Malice goes through BKB was just
insane. That's does not belong in the
He's
in
been
the game.
Nerfed quite a bit. And then the Atrophy Aura had much higher values as well.
And that's the reason why it's like actually stopped being picked, I guess.
It's like, what, like 4% at level 1 or something insignificant?
You need to have it at least level 2 to be efficient.
Yeah, no, I think the 2 best Underlords I've seen are actually NA, right? The Universe one, like you said, and I think actually Dota the 2, during the TI7 ones, they played versus Complexity and beat him, and he had like a really good Underlord game actually from Team Wheel. So I'm just saying, go NA.
Team Spirit.
Oh, so it's going to be a carry BSJ secret.
So I actually said Ember Spirit, but I actually meant the other Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a game yet where one team has drafted all 3 spirits together. I've been on the lookout for that for a while.
I don't know.
They play the same roles.
Storm Spirit needs to play.
There was a period where there was
mid. Ember Spirit can be
Mason do that.
Yeah.
Safe lane, yeah.
There's been a safe lane Ember.
And safe lane Storm.
It's a very different look here from Complexity, but the damage mitigation in the front line on this team is absurd, right?
That is a hideous TA outfit, sorry.
I was also going to comment on the Earth Spirit. I mean, Nusham, I know he plays it, but this is like overcompensating how you think you're glorious in Earth Spirit. It's just a bit too much.
Too much.
Gas mask, hat, there's my arm, there's my immortal. Like, come on, man. Just let's keep it modest.
Grow up, bro.
Just grow up. And then you got,
Then you got Kyle, 0 cosmetics.
Yeah, just Mr. Boring ass.
Yeah.
New guy.
Looks like Shredder. Maybe in honor of former LVT Shredder?
Maybe. Was Shredder?
Yeah, he was on Leviathan.
Was he on Leviathan when they were Leviathan, or was he back before Leviathan?
Absolutely.
No, Leviathan was
like
I was thinking of a
Leviathan.
different team. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking about who they got sponsored by when they got sponsored by Shrackley or whatever.
Oh,
what team that
what was
changed
that
to?
called?
I mean, the Felon?
Yeah. But what was their team name?
When he sponsored it.
Yeah. Oh God, it's gonna kill me now.
I can look it up. The
I know
king
people
shall
will
look
probably
it up.
be
I
saying
got
it.
it.
Yeah, I knew nothing
It's gonna
else
bug
to do
me
over
because I
on
can't
that
think of
throne,
it. It's a
Jack,
weird name.
All right, Jack's actually about to. I can't say this on stream.
All right.
So we're about to be underway here. Complexity versus Leviathan. Our final match of the day. Get hype!
Woo! Get hype. Last match of the day.
Whoop.
Play by play.
Hey, we have Panda.
By K BBQ, Jack. We got
Bathroom.
Why do I have a Panda? What?
Everybody. Bathroom after the draft.
Yes. All right, let's see.
Am I alright? What is this?
What are you doing? Look
I have Panda in.
You have Panda?
Yeah, I have Necrophos. You're not special, Lacoste?
Oh, that's previous game. I see what you did.
Wait till you get the Phantom Arrow, cursor trailing your own cursor. That's when you get
that's
the jackpot.
the thing we didn't see ever. This is just too much, huh?
It's a bit too much.
Has a Storm Spirit hat.
Yeah.
What's that weapon, actually?
It's the Immortal. It changes like the rolling boulder from being like a
I know
boulder
what it
into
is,
the
but
thing. Huh?
what is it?
What do you mean?
Like, where's it from? Is there
I don't know where it's
a
from.
story behind it?
No, I'm not a lore guy here.
I think
You're in the wrong place. You got to go ask Slax if you want the story behind it. Yeah.
What's the story with that Leviathan team?
I'm looking at the previous team.
Oh,
list
it's like on the tip of
Jenkins.
my tongue.
I see Leviathan, Red, Kingdom. Was it Kingdom?
Yeah, it was Kingdom.
Oh, that was the one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Kingdom.
I remember because Jaw was on that. I miss Jaw. The only Hawaiian professional player, I think, in
Jaw.
like every game.
I think he's on my friends list.
I think he just doesn't play much. If you ever want to look up something funny, look up Jaw Han keyboard on just Google Images. He plays with the keyboard off the desk. Like you just look it up and you'll understand it. It's hilarious.
Jaw on keyboard.
Yeah, because like he went to a LAN, and people were like, "You do not play like this," and literally the keyboard was so far to the left and the mouse was so far to the.
Is it full wingspan?
Yeah, it's actually hilarious. I'll show you it after Dakota.
All right.
Kyle
Show you
getting
something
down
else,
some
too.
sneaky words here. The second word, not so sneaky. I believe Master Kenshiro was able to see it, so
Kyle.
it'll probably get deworded shortly.
There's just
Both teams trading some fire across the
3v4
river.
middle lane, huh? Before the Creasian spawn, nowhere near a
Yeah,
room.
there's some pings coming out, so they will be able to see this word.
You get the
and,
Sammy boy, right?
Probably give it to Sammy boy.
But he's not. What is he doing? Just
There's
You have to
some
BM it right now.
indecisiveness here.
Do the pump fake roll. Right. BM it.
30 seconds to
All right. Yep. There you go.
And
maybe they're
Sammy
like
boy.
trying to waste time for the other team. Like, oh,
Just have to get the fake attack in on the ward. It's it's demoralizing if it stands.
So look at this solo safe lane moo. The Uberlord.
yeah. The thing is, right? Underlord doesn't. He's one of those heroes that doesn't really lose his lane. But what does he do with the farm he does get? Like he's one of those heroes you get what
like-
a mecha hood and
Like
then
Dark
what?
Seer-ish,
Yeah.
I guess. You just get utility and then suddenly 5-man or, you know, just be with
he's
the
not
team.
the flashiest heroes, but
Super not.
He does a surprising amount of damage. He's very difficult to kill. He protects your towers, and he has a strange amount of mobility for, a
What
hero
kind of
that you wouldn't
mobility does he
expect
have,
to
Jack? What are we talking about?
His
290
ult.
move speed,
We're talking about
ulti
global
with
mobility, man.
130
We're talking
cooldown.
about warp speed.
I don't think
worm
he's mobile at
mobility.
all. Maybe with a phase boots drums and one more extra wind lace.
He's
Plus
really-
your
We're talking
scepter,
about
he
the
would be
Rift of
mobile,
Darkness.
plus a blink dagger and a force staff.
Yeah, a lot of mobility there.
That's a lot of mobility.
He's really just a fat, disgusting pig.
And here we go, 2v2 middle lane. My favorite thing. It's been like that for a while now. We keep saying like, oh man, I miss 1v1. It's been like that for almost a year and a half though. 2v2 is back middle. Get used to it.
I mean, you remember, yeah, back. That's what I think. Like, it
And,
used to be
and
solo
it's gone.
top.
Yeah.
It was 2 versus 2 for 3 seconds, and it's...
We're back to 1v1.
The easy / safe lane used to be the solo lane.
Oh,
back
what
in
is
the day.
Jenkins gonna do on top? It's
Yeah.
pretty hard to
Having a tough time here.
harass.
Whoa, whoa,
Dazzle.
what the?
Mid
what?
lane though.
Boxed out. He's
You
got to
do-
be
you're gonna
careful
play
here.
yourself.
As does Master
What the hell?
Kenshiro, as Z-Freak is going to
Nice stun.
hit the fissure. It's going to force Kenshiro away, and he's moving at 295. Limp is a little bit faster. So is Z-Freak, but Kenshiro will be able to just barely escape here.
Big chains.
That forced him to get a meld at level 2. I don't think you usually do. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but
Yeah, tough start in lanes right now. Jenkins is level 1 in the solo lane top, while the dual lane partner on the complexity side, Chessie, is level 2. So
yep.
Maybe
Kyle.
he got. Maybe he can go for a meld level 2, maybe even 3. I've seen it a couple of times, but it slows down your farm game. If you want to surprise Ember Spirit, if he goes over aggressive, you get a kill because he just burns your refraction with Flame Guard.
And on this bottom lane, I mean, Underlord's not going to be very
Oh, they're going
afraid
to fight
of
for this rune.
Earth Spirit or Bloodseeker here.
Z-Freak wins.
A prize.
And this meld maxing is doable, but
Not a fan.
on the big scale, not a fan, especially if you don't score a kill.
Oh, Z-Freak could be in a lot of trouble here. He has, what, 1 stun? Should be fine, but gonna just keep him out of the lane. Oh, he's He's waiting. He's waiting for it to go around that thing. Now he sees him. Hello. That's a good call by Z-Freak.
Oh, mid lane.
I saw it.
Get that first blood.
You did see it. That's a rotation from a level 2 Puck coming in to help secure that.
Yeah, Puck not really having much business going on in his own lane.
There is a Dota saying, if you can't do anything on your lane, go help other lanes.
Yep.
As simple as that.
Lacoste 2017.
Well, I think
it's been like that for the past 10 years, Jack, man.
I know, but we don't really know who to credit it to, right? So
yeah, Lacoste 2017.
Just give Dominic Stipich 2010.
You pronounced my surname right this time.
Yeah.
Stipich. I like
bottom
it when
lane.
you say Stipich.
I'm trying, and Newsham's not level 2, so
TP's
it
out.
will not be a stun onto this Underlord.
Oh, middle lane.
And top, some aggression onto Dazzle. Fighting all across the map right now.
But middle.
Sammy Boy is not blocked. He'll be able to slither away and just barely survive this aggression. But he is slow, moving at 310. He's going to get off that searing change to save his life here. So Monero escapes.
Who got the first blood? Oh, Sammy Boy did.
Look at Kyle. Kyle went level 2 in poison. It has been a long time since I've seen anyone skill level 2 poison.
He did that last time,
yeah,
too.
pretty much.
Okay.
Casual, if you want to out-harass someone.
Yeah.
The funny thing is I only notice that kind of stuff when they or a teammate nearby unfortunately dies, and I happen to notice they did not have the grave.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, they did 2
Well,
points
that's
into
the problem
poison.
when you go for that level 2. You got other spells which scale so much better, especially for the cooldowns.
But I mean, they don't feel threatened at all.
Yeah, and the Dazzle does not gain
Jenkins
levels
is probably
too
gonna go
fast.
down here. He is in no man's land.
Jenkins.
He wants to steal the rune. Is he going to? Z-Freak,
he has
didn't
a
get
mango.
it.
He
He
has a
denied
mango.
Kyle
Steal the
for
rune.
it.
Jenkins Dota.
Oh, it is denied there by Kyle. He gets a level 2 poison touch.
What now?
Jenkins will tick down to this, so
Do the fart sound.
Jenkins is Jenkins is having a pretty rough start. Top. The Dazzle and CK have successfully zoned him out, and he's desperately diving for bounty runes.
This
now.
is the same as last game, just changed teams, right? The CK had the super good lane last game, and they didn't really move into anything. But we've seen Chessie's CK is a lot more farm heavy in the early game and movement more after 20-minute mark. I think that's probably the way he should play it again.
Oh, there's a triple stack for Underlord, and they're stacking the Ancients as well. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks already for the TA. Oh, Underlord can easily farm that with Firestorm. Juicy. Oh.
Yeah, they rotate here, looking to try to catch Limp out, but they're not able to do so. And this looking like a very convincing early game so far for Complexity.
Yep.
BSJ eating some, I don't even know how to
Dude,
call
Jenkins
that
might
weapon.
die. He has phase shift, though. He's trying to fake it out. Nope.
Well, Bloodseeker and Underlord have basically the same weapon.
We're not seeing enough out of the Earth Spirit either. I mean, I don't know. It's just...
You're an Earth Spirit player, though. You know, you expect greatness. Myself.
TA's tough to gank, but...
Not impossible.
Not impossible.
She's actually pretty easy if you carry Dust. But the problem is, you know, they do have a Shadow Shaman and an ES. You know, one TP from either of those could just cancel a gank and turn it. I think they're just nervous.
They actually don't have a Shadow Shaman, but it's okay.
I know what he meant. He meant
Shadow Priest.
Shadow Priest,
Yeah, my bad, Jack. You always sell your hero names correctly when you're doing this. My bad. You're talking so many words per minute. That's on me. Get out of here.
What did Jack actually say?
What?
What did Jack say the previous game?
Oh, he said something real stupid. The stupidest thing I've actually
Yeah, we don't
ever
have enough
heard.
time
I just
to
triggered
repeat all of
Grant
that.
hard. I'm loving it.
No, yeah, you're doing a great job. This play-by-play is actually out of this world.
Hype.
I'm waiting for the dunk. The dunk is going to come, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I still want one hype. It has to be a team fight, Jack, a full-on team fight.
Oh, not the roll.
And now Chessie's going to square up on his ass.
He's going to kill him.
Gotta be
He
careful.
needs 2 hits, I
here.
think, right now.
Crit.
3.
Jenkins has no real
He has no
retaliation
boots against
potential.
power
He's just like
threats. You can kill
desperately
this guy as
tapping
well
him
if he
on the
mans up.
arm.
Oh,
Never
no.
mind.
Here
Just
comes
kidding.
Master Kenshiro. He's going to get healed up. Grave, they're going to square up on him. It doesn't matter. He knows he's going to die here,
He
so he
has
wants to
6
get a
sticks
kill.
ready.
Yeah, and he's gonna survive for now, but the full team rotation comes in.
They got him with the
Kyle
poison.
kills Master Kenshiro. Looks like he's gonna pay for his life here as well, but it takes a huge rotation coming out from Leviathan to even get that much in return.
Yeah, but look at this juicy stack.
I'm looking, and it's juicy. It's looking juicier than Juicy J. juicier than Juicy.
Is Juicy J like the gum, right? Or is that a rapper?
That's the rapper.
Oh,
that's
okay.
what is it?
It sounds like a rapper, like you're a low-quality rapper.
Did you just call Juicy J is part of the 3-6 Mafia, one of the most influential groups of all time. Show some damn respect, Lacoste. What the hell's wrong with you? Juicy J don't give a
What'd you ever do?
What do Croatians have rappers, like, actually?
Yeah.
What do they sound like?
Better than Juicy J.
Oh,
for sure.
I'm at CJ. You thought you triggered me, but you did not.
Yeah, they have Krusty K.
Yeah.
Krusty K.
Oh, rupture. Nope, not used yet. They're just 5-manning middle right now with Bloodseeker.
Yeah, it feels like Leviathan are definitely kind of on awkward footing right now. I mean, there was a successful rotation towards the top lane, but it felt more frantic.
Yeah, problem is they have a silencer with no boots and Earth Spirit. It feels like I'm watching all the DC games with Jimmy and Dubu when they were losing the games. They love to have these two together. And I'm not savage. Why would you think I'm savage? I'm just
yeah, they made
remember those games when they lost. And they were under level. That's all.
Yeah, it's, you know,
that's pretty savage.
See you on Reddit. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure to be able to be doing a lot. And
Jenkins is he's got 13 last hits at 9 minutes, and he's level 5.
Yeah, but that's the problem with these two heroes. You need to make those ganks happen, get that end
roll
up.
Bottom.
Roll bottom.
He misses it, though.
Just shy of Chessie, but in comes Sammy.
It's a good split there.
Oh, too much damage.
It's going to be a tough spot here. Chessie is
go,
still
TBN.
alive for the time being. Dazzle's coming in as well, so he's going to turn on Nusham and start hammering away. Is the Grave going to come out in time? There it is. Will it be enough to keep him alive, though?
No.
Most likely not. He's going to try to do as much damage as he can before the loss of Int. And meanwhile, BSJ managed to bring down Z-Free as well, catching him alone with a deep ward. So
this CK was for too long. With the low HP, BSJ had too much move speed, and the damage can easily just take down that Earthshaker who has no escape.
This is the problem, right? You see an Underlord. My man's level 9. He's getting some farm, but then what does he do?
Push the towers.
But he doesn't even do that quick.
Well, he just tanks up even more. Get the hood, get the
it's just like
pipe, get the mech.
You have to do something. He's just attention. Attention's drawn to him, I guess. It's like you have to go up there, otherwise he's just going to slowly take over the lane.
Exactly. As a king, I would like to see... Oh, here we go. The king is pleased with this, possibly finding him.
And Nusham is not going to be able to get away here. Z-Freak still standing in the Dream Coil, a little bit low. Jenkins is going to turn and look for the kill, but he doesn't have mana. So it's going to be up to BSJ here to finish this one off. He is running pretty quickly. Z-Freak will fall and give up some more into Master Kincher. Looks like losing some trouble too. There is the Rupture. TA is coming to help his ally. Not going to get there in time before the big guy falls, but is in time to clean up BSJ and end the streak.
Bottom.
And bottom lane end-to-end fighting. Chessie is graved for the time being, but looks like the Ember Spirit still got plenty of time on his Flame Guard, and he's going to be able to bring down coL first and CK shortly afterwards. So end-to-end fighting, and a bunch of these little skirmishes breaking out here.
Yeah, Sammy Boy
will be a problem, yeah. I was talking during the pick phase about Storm Spirit. It's pretty much the same hero why I wanted them to pick Storm, because they do not have enough lockdown for him. Underlord has a bit of Malice. It's pretty much easy to cast. Lasts almost 2 seconds, can be casted multiple times if he stays there. You can lock him down, but otherwise not too much of a catch for him though.
Yeah. The CK is really poor now. The CK's in 5th place. He doesn't even have levels. Like, he is level 7, almost 8, but he was like that when he left top lane. He went bottom for like 1 level, and that's it.
Our man BSJ is doing a good job, level 10.
He likes to illusory orb towards the enemy here, so he is in some trouble. Z-Freak does not have his ult.
Can't get over
we'll
there.
See if Jenkins will be able to get his orb back in time. It looks like he will, but he's got to choose carefully where to go next. They are still hunting. That one's going to go back towards the creeps of the tower. And it's going to put him into a Dark Rift.
Seen better
Sorry,
plays.
not a Dark Rift. Pit of Malice.
Dark Coffin.
And Jenkins really had to be careful. It was tough, because any way he went, he might have been pursued anyway. So
well, why didn't he just TP?
He was on cooldown, but he could have waited.
Because he could have cooldown.
Why didn't he just wait then?
Hindsight's 2020, Grant Harris.
No, there's no hindsight. He could have just waited in the trees. They didn't know he was still there.
That's true, Grant. Sometimes people make mistakes.
Yep, and that's why we're here.
Mistakes. Newsom is in some trouble right now. He managed to
Oh, can't kick it. Can't. Oh, he already did kick.
He is going to get chopped down here by Moo with that giant spade or whatever that weapon is.
Spade?
It's not a spade. What is that?
Isn't that what you just called Panda's weapon last game?
It's like a war glaive. It's like a giant glaive, I guess. Your last game was a spade. This is not a spade.
Moo will get the last hit. So
that's what I was asking. What does Earth Spirit have? What kind of weapon is that?
Staff. Bow staff.
Gigantic street lamp. What is that?
Oh, it's a bow.
Global.
Global silence coming out here, and that's going to enable them to take down Chessie in the mid lane. So both teams exchanging plenty of kills here.
Well, at least those two supports on Leviathan managed to get those levels that they needed. Level 7 on Earth Spirit, still ulti yet to be casted. Oh, the wraparound.
Wraparound here. They're going to go on to Nusham first. TP is coming in back from the Bloodseeker. And, Moo is on a killing spree. He's just in that
Hype
front
it up,
line.
Jack.
It wasn't that
high. You said that.
up.
I'm going to have to go quite the opposite here. The stun is going to stop Z-Free from escaping. Ember Spirit will go down, handing that dominating streak over as a Leviathan forced to retreat and lick their wounds after a fight that looked promising. But once the Underlord showed up, that damage mitigation started really kicking in. And with the Earthshaker as well, Complexity able to take a big fight there in a tower.
They did not have a vision coming from the back, so that's one of the biggest reasons why they won the fight, or lost, however you want to say it. TA with that Blink Dagger, did she clear that juicy stack yet? No. Yes, they actually stacked even more.
Yeah, so, looks like some of the details here being taken care of a little bit better by Complexity. In terms of the stacking, the jungle resources, the laning, and now possibly the Roshan as well. As with the Underlord in front, just able to soak up the lion's share of damage from Roshan. They're gonna be able to bring it down low, but there isn't enough damage here just yet. Puck is gonna scout them out, and in comes Master Kenshiro as well. They have to be careful here. As Kyle's trying to get to his fight, looks like he will not be there in time.
On the
Underlord casting the rift. It looks like it's gonna go off just in the thick of time. Fight continuing out here. Nusham is kind of being chased down. He's going to drop the ult before he dies. Global committed, but there isn't enough follow-up to secure any kills here. So, again, a nice fight there taken by Complexity.
That should be Roche now. It's going to be about half HP with no global. They're probably happy with that. Nice
There's
block.
a fissure seal there from Z. Master Kenshiro in some trouble now. Ult coming out from Chessie. It's just going to blow up Sammy Boy instantly. Silencer with no real place to go. And he's going to get dragged back by Chessie as well and brought down. So, Complexity taking these team fights.
It feels like Leviathan always does so good during like the 7 to like 12 minute mark, and then that was like exactly like last game, and then Complexity just has like 1 to 2 good team fights and they're just in the lead. And I haven't seen them drop a lead when they get it.
Yeah, well, exactly what you're saying. Seems like they're super individually skilled, but they need to work on what they're gonna do after they score the kills. Like, what's the big plan?
They're good tactically. Their rotations are good. They can clearly take these small fights, but if it's something in lane, if it's just being more efficient than the other team, or some big picture stuff, it looks like Complexity still has an edge on them at this point.
Yes.
Yes.
C.
Wow, guys.
Jack, when are you doing your hype? Are you just saving it, or did you forget? Just one team fight. That's it, Jack. You just got to get so high. No one cares. If you blow the mic out, I don't think you could. We talk pretty loud. I just want you to get so hype your pants come off.
Oh, I don't think too many people want to see that.
Well, yeah, we won't. But we want to hear it sound like your pants are off. Just get hype, Jack. You ready? This next team fight right here is all you. What a dunk!
Holy shit, the hype is unreal.
That's just a free kill.
Yeah.
And now they're going to push top tower. Does he have Deso? Sorry, I don't think he does.
Not yet.
No, but he's pretty close. Jenkins is still nowhere near his Blink Dagger at this point. He's a good 2,000 gold away.
He's second to last.
16 minutes into the game. 2 and 6 with 36 CS on Puck. Just a really rough game from him.
Yeah, we were bragging about him, that lane he had versus the Texter yesterday, but
Jinxed him.
A little bit
Jinxed.
A little bit rougher today.
It's our bad.
And look at this, Moo, just running up front. He almost has a full mech and stash. They don't even see.
Man, no Blink Dagger this time. He's just
he
gonna
did
go
it pretty late last game, didn't he?
Did he? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I thought he got it pretty early.
Yeah. Well, he had Echo Saber armlet at least, so he might get Blink next. Or I think he got after BKB actually. So.
What? Really? Was it that late?
Yeah, I don't want to say my knowledge is pretty high of the past times. I actually don't know. I know he did get off their armlet Echo Saber, so.
All right. So maybe it's still to come if there's enough of a game left, because
they're
my goodness,
pushing down towers.
Complexity is in on these tier 2s, and the rich, well, they get richer.
Yeah, that's exactly what me and Lacoste said, though. They're going to take over the game by 20 minutes, and if TA doesn't die at least once, the game's probably just going to be too far out of reach with this TA with the Death Zone and Blink.
This feels like there's a lot of weight on the shoulders of both BSJ and Sammy right now.
Ember Spirit feels like the only way he can die is through Reality Rift, and not Reality Rift. Yeah,
that's how they got him last time.
Reality
and
Rift,
Meld plus Deso on a TA, so he's building up a Solar Crest, plus he has some extra armor from Veil. That's gonna be 21 for now.
They're pretty important on otherwise low armor hero.
Yep. That's why you see Shivas come out a lot of time from them as well.
Stolen stack.
And Complexity has been pretty comfortable just kind of playing on Leviathan side of the map.
Not even that many wards out. They just are so much. They're just so far ahead. Like, you don't want to fight into an ES ever when you don't have vision of them.
And look at this network of TA traps, right? Giving them pretty constant vision over the top half of the map. They're able to see the pathways where Leviathan go to farm. Their jungle is clearly unsafe, and so that begins to restrict where they can be. Especially with an Aegis up on this TA as well. She's willing to, you know, mix it up and get into a fight, and her teammates will get there in time.
Global is up with Blink Dagger on Earth Spirit. They just need to time the Aegis of Immortal and they can make a move.
Yep. I think they
Puck,
want that
Look
Radiance.
at Puck, actually. He has 1.4k gold. He's been farming a lot. That's gonna be also a big item. Seems like they want to smoke. Let's see if they have timing on that Aegis. Jack, what are you doing? Sit down.
He's getting ready.
He's getting ready here.
It looks like forces converging bottom here for what we hope will be a hype battle, like some of the major skirmishes we've seen so far instead. Once again, this tier 1 tower looks like it's about to get chopped down, but there is a smoke is going to break on Jenkins. Ooh.
Rupture?
Silence comes out here. They're converging onto the Pit Lord. They have to watch out for this Earthshaker. Where is he? He's fast approaching with the Blink Dagger. Look out for them. And, oh, lost track of the camera there. Echo Slam going solo onto Sammy Boy. Chessie is just tearing through the ranks right now. And once again, it looks like Leviathan are in full retreat. They're trying to go onto Zephyr. Don't have enough firepower to take him down. Master Kenshiro about to get torn apart. BSJ desperately trying to bring down Chessie. But there is no Aegis on him either, so will that happen in time before BSJ is forced to run? This fight is going on all over the place. I don't know what's going on. BSJ is running around like an absolute race car right now with his Midas Radiance. Moo has got the Rift queued up, and back home everyone goes.
Yeah, I didn't feel Leviathan will try to go and try to make a move before the Aegis is out.
Yeah, they killed the TA, but he had Aegis, so it didn't mean anything.
That's pretty much it.
And now Jenkins back down 1.3k. He is having a rough one, a real rough one, my man. Moo though, Moo's having a great one. I mean, he just runs at people, right? All he needs to do is throw W and the Q, and then just hit people with Atrophy Aura. Atrophy, what is it?
A trophy?
Atrophy. A trophy.
Trophy.
Damn. His Mac, he's going Guardian Greaves next. It's interesting because BSJ is the top farmed again like he was on his CK, but the problem is his team has been dying around him, so he's getting farmed, but no one else is. What's up, Jack?
Chessie's going for that Blink Dagger. He's got the Armlet and Echo Sabers. Lacoste can't control his mirth for reasons unknown. Pipe is up with the Medallion Turret in the neck, so Moo is just this huge teamfight presence right now. We got some grinning and smiling going on. And we're having fun here on the last game of our 4th day.
Jack, what LAN was it when you actually fell asleep doing the... Was it the DI qualifiers?
No.
Yeah, it was with you guys.
MDL, probably, I think.
No, yeah, it was with you guys. The, remember the epic NP DC game?
Yeah.
Oh, top lane. Chessie is going to be in trouble. Going to get Solar crested up, but
got the Glimmer Cape.
Not even Solar Crest, my bad. That's just weird.
Just keep the play-by-play with Jack.
Kenshiro has to be careful.
Yeah, my bad. I'll keep that.
Drifting a little bit close to enemy territory here.
Yeah, this Bloodseeker needs to get some mana up somehow, get a Clarity Potion, so he can actually
up in a few
be
seconds.
in the fight.
I know he wants to jump onto Sammy Boy. The Fisher comes out. Sammy Boy just dies.
The root.
I don't know about that death there. It was clear that Complexity was still in that area, and he just kind of, wandered in to farm some creeps and just got shut down.
Just kind of getting some white noise there for Jack.
Got fill in the dead spot somehow,
Yeah. He's sitting on 23 armor on Ember Spirit plus 20% evasion, but they still managed to take him down so easily.
With enough stuns, yeah, you're gonna eventually hit him enough times. Bottom lane, is this I don't know if this is the guy. He has a pipe.
And
he's just gonna cast his ult. They're trying to kick him out there. The rupture big slam coming out, but they're headed back home before anything else can be done about it.
And Kyle, what the hell? Where'd everyone go?
To be hyped, but Moo is the anti-hype of anti-hypes, so you can blame Moo for that one.
I'm bad, Jack. Bad. But yeah,
there's the blink, by the way. Blink on CK.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Don't worry, I'm on blink duty for you, Dakota.
Gotcha.
King Blink himself.
I want to see it. It's like the blink delete.
So Jack, how do you feel that Blink hasn't been, really an all-star lately in China?
Well, yeah, the guy wanted some time. He wanted to go and finish his college degree.
That's good. What's he doing it in?
I don't know.
Oh.
But I don't know if he ended up doing that. But he's gonna play. I think he's planning to play with Ice on and Murr on Dango again this season. So Blink is
maybe they'll make it out of open qualifiers this time.
I mean, China's a tough region, Grant.
Yeah, it is. You have some of these teams.
Got great teams like
Ehome,
Hearts get together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but open qualifier, I got to cast. They were pretty crazy, Jack.
They're going to try to go on. Sammy Boy again starts with the fissure, still holding him in place. Will the Solar Crust keep him alive? He gets off the slight. And with that, it looks like he might escape here, as he'll be able to slight away. But he's being pursued. There's Chessie. Not enough, fire remnants left, as he will get cut down here.
Chessie,
reinforcements coming in, but Jenkins just melting to the club of Chessie. There's the nice dodge on the silence with the Phantasm. Newsham's going to get chopped down as well. Leviathan once again running for the foothills. Master Kenshiro also put into the morgue here as only BSJ gets away and goes back to licking his wounds bottom.
They need BSJ in the fights if they want to actually take a 5-on-5 fight. He is farming his BKB, which will be a big item, but still they need that Radiance Miss on CK illusions on a TA plus Blood Right to clear those illusions coming out from CK.
It seems like this was a big problem when he was on Team Freedom as well. Like, he always gets farmed for himself, but a lot of the time his, in the early game, that's good, a few deaths here, but these are very costly deaths, right? They just lost a tier 2 tower, 4
Of course you're going to get a farm if your team is taking a team fight 5 versus 4.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a time to farm items.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, though. His old team did that as well. Maybe he needs to realize this strategy is not currently working for him.
Yeah, it's really hard to fight this Complexity lineup just straight up, right? They have so much damage mitigation. They have real frontliners. Leviathan doesn't really have that. It feels like they have to just dink and dunk and kite all the way. And just kind of nickel and dime their opponents down, but it's not working. There is the slam onto Jenkins.
Dunked.
Jenkins, my man. We all have had these games, I am almost positive.
Yeah. Some of us more than others.
Jack, what?
Smoke?
Just
coL?
kidding. Jack's a better player than I.
He's much better than me. He is looking to go for the finish here. It's Complexity, though.
Got a 5-man smoke.
Took me a while to find. I crumbled. I was really slow on that one.
I think it was known where they were, so they're just going to line up here and start hitting.
Chessie Blink Dagger.
Ow!
Master Kenshiro
no more global.
ceases to exist. BKB popped on limp. He does have a rupture on him, but he has an Aegis as well.
He doesn't
Not
care.
too afraid right now. They're just, as Grant would say, molly-whopping on this tower. In comes Newsham. Nice fissure coming out, holding BSJ in place. He's just going to evaporate as well. Ember Spirit, their last hope. 1 against 5. Does he have what it takes? He's getting surrounded and chopped down, and the game's just going to be called by BSJ. And Sammy Boy goes down as well. So nice 2-0 here from Complexity to remain undefeated in the Cup of Kings.
Yeah, same goes for DC's North American team.
Yep,
also
undefeated.
Undefeated yet.
But man, that puts Complexity, and if you didn't know, it is 3 points for a 2-0, 1 point for a 1-1. So getting these 2 zeros is very important.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well,
what is this DAC? Or are you just making that up?
You're just making shit up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Some of us, do research, and we looked at the Liquidpedia page, and it showed us that was correct. I don't know. Maybe they have their stuff wrong, but You know, I do what we call research as an analyst, as a play-by-play, and as a king, which I've been all three. But thank you, everyone. Yeah. No, that is what it says, so it is very important.
It is.
Yes, thank you. It's interesting. It's like, you know, no, it's just weird. You know, it is what it is. So that's big. That's 6-0 for them there in second place now. I know we're gonna have the standings up soon, not right away. So pardon me for.
Please don't rush production.
Oh, yeah, I'm
please
sorry.
Don't.
Can you put the glass back on, Dakota?
Yeah, of
Makes
course.
you look like a real bad dude.
You look like a real douche, dork,
don't
aholic.
Cheers to that.
All right, closing thoughts on at least that game. Let's talk about it a bit here, Jack.
Yeah, what do you guys think of what we just witnessed? This game seemed a lot smoother than the first one.
Can we please not put camera on Grant anymore if he's going to do stuff like that? What is happening over here?
Did you tell me? I'm just chilling, trying to listen to you guys
production
talk.
Trying to scare away everybody who's watching this?
Hello.
So it looked really impressive in this game. It went pretty smoothly for them.
I don't know. Team Leviathan in the first game actually looked like a team. Yeah. In the second one, it looks more of a pub stack, just no coordination whatsoever. They did a good job while the both supports were level 3 to get them to level 6, 7, and then that fight at the mid, I think that was the crucial one. They do not have enough push power with their heroes. None of them deal any damage to the buildings. They need to take a good fight, clear 3, maybe even 4 heroes to actually push. That's the problem. Also, their decision making, as I mentioned before, individual skill is on the point, but I don't know. It seems like they need like a real captain.
Oh,
a real shot caller.
Here, 1 sec. I believe we have a young Kyle calling in here. Kyle, you there? Yes. Just kidding. That was me.
Kyle sounds like a man. Oh, Kyle's got some sick ass vocals.
Damn. Oh, I hear him. I hear him, Kyle.
Guys?
Hey, what's up, dude?
How's it going, Kyle?
Hey.
This is a pretty big win for us. I mean, I feel like anytime you go up against BSJ, you're always a little nervous that he might just, completely annihilate you. So, we had some good team play and, we pulled out the win.
Yeah, for sure. In that game 1, actually, BSJ, he handled your top lane harder than anything I've seen in a while. Any comments on that?
Part of the whole position 6 role that I've chosen to play involves, feeding for my team. So I think I went a little overboard. But, we recovered, so it was all good.
No, for sure. Chessie only had, one death during that game, even after that laning phase. So, yeah, it was pretty good. And, I mean, it seems to be game 1's always a kind of tough for, like, a lot of teams. It's really close. And then game 2, whatever team won just, like, demolishes the other team. Is there, like, a reason for that?
I don't know, it might just be a little bit of a coincidence, but I think after the first game is the one most teams like really prepare for. You scouted out the other team, you kind of predict their drafts a bit, their wording, etc. So when you lose to that, like your initial game, when you're prepped, it's a lot harder to come back and win when your ideas have been defeated. And I actually liked Leviathan's draft in that game 1. I felt like we played, I played really poorly, and we had some, mostly like, I had some mistakes, but I had a couple calls I made that were really bad, and we just didn't play as fast as we needed to, but it worked out in the end. Thankfully my team's like really good, so it doesn't matter how heavy I am, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. And Kyle, I saw you in person yesterday. You're not looking heavy. You're looking real fit, my man.
Oh, what a bro.
Kyle, glad you guys are out of harm's way with Irma's, and how has that affected you guys for this league and preparing for this?
Great question.
That's an interesting story. I mean, we left at like 2 a.m., drove to Orlando, went to a Denny's for like 2 hours, slept at a hotel for another 2 hours after that, then flew out to, LA. So it was a bit of a time-consuming clusterfuck, but it's nice that we're just, safe and sound. Latest projections put our house only receiving like Cat 1, Cat 2 winds, and hopefully only like 4 feet of storm surge, which would mean that we actually, don't have to leave the house forever, which would be really nice. So, we're just happy to be here. LA weather is fantastic. It's cool to see everybody. And, whether or not we make it to the summit, at least we made it to the house.
Yeah, because you have had a problem of making it to the finals, I think the last 3 or 4 summits, and then unfortunately losing. But this one, I'm feeling it. This is yours, Melons. Kyle, pardon me.
Kyle, your brother's roster going back to around the time of MDL and the Shanghai Major. I know you remember that major very fondly. We were on the floor together for that one. Is that why you brought these guys back?
I'm not gonna lie, Limp was like 100% the guy I wanted to play with after this last TI, and Chessie actually approached me about essentially him and Limp coming to play with us, and I wasn't sure at first because you just never know. You're going back to like an old team that didn't succeed, so after thinking about it, like I really came around to the idea. I was really hesitant like to commit at first, but thinking about it, I've known Chessie and Limp for going on like 5 or 6 years now. I've played with Chessie on and off for 3 or so years throughout Han and Dota. And I think that as far as personalities and playstyles go, the Blomdens really click with us better than any players we've played with in the past, like ever. So once I did some, it just kind of a no-brainer after a while. And I'm really excited for this season because I think that if we can't win with these guys, like, I don't know, like I changed my name and everything. So I'm really hoping that this is our year.
All right, you guys did some good things together, and we'll be looking forward to seeing what you can do this season as well.
Thank you so much, Kyle.
No worries, and thanks, guys. Come hang out after you're finished. You know what I mean? You know where we are.
We will shortly.
For shizzle.
Nice.
Man.
Peace, guys.
See ya.
Sweet. Right. So that was Kyle.
Yep.
They got to be feeling good. Undefeated now in the league. Seems like they're settled in at the house.
Yeah, it's refreshing. He said he's like, I really wanted to play with Limp. He went out and got him, and it's cool. Chessie approached him.
Yeah.
Maybe not even his first choice, but he thought about it, and now, I mean, they're looking good. And I mean, they haven't really been a team for that long. I mean, they have before, but it's a whole new patch. They're playing against new players they didn't play with before, and I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
4-0.
All right, Jack, why don't you go ahead and send us over to the final panel of the day?
And that's going to wrap up this game and our post-game coverage. And we have a little bit more to wrap up this day of King's Cup here on Beyond the Summit. So let's head over to post-game panel.
Sounds good. American.
Fuck yeah. What's up, people? It is done. Just like that, day number 4 is over, and it's time to wrap things up and get everyone the hell out of here. So let's go ahead and check out the current standings after our full day of action. Jack, any fun, memorable moments for you today that you want to bring up once again?
When he was eating the wings.
Yeah, that was, it's a one-handed observing job. Probably went pretty well, if I may say so myself.
Look at the standings. You got to feel pretty good. VGJ Storm, after their 2-0 earlier today, are now 7-1 up at the top.
Yeah, some things have looked a little shaky, but I think they've mostly taken care of business so far. But they do have some tougher teams to play, rounding into the second half of the King's Cup schedule here. And again, there's a couple teams that we really want to see more from: Digital Chaos and the Dire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Dire, they showed up day one, kind of, they just got smacked around a little bit, and now they've had a little bit of time to regroup. We'll see what they can do. I believe we won't see them again for like 3 days or so, but when they're back, I mean, They better have had that practice.
The thing is, we may not see a lot of them now.
I'm a liar.
I was going to say, like, that just means that we're going to get to see a lot of them coming up soon. Them and Digital Chaos.
I lied. They're all tomorrow.
Yeah, they're already showing up the schedule for tomorrow. We are going to be back here again. Same time, same place. Your first match begins at 10 a.m. PDT. And that would be Leviathan, and they're going to have the challenge of taking on that PPD stack, the Dire. We go into the debut matchup now of Digital Chaos taking on Iceberg Esports, and Complexity versus VGJ Storm to round things out.
Complexity versus VGJ Storm, that's going to be a highlight match of the day.
That's hype.
VGJ's Jack, I must say, still not convinced, a little bit shaky in the decision-making, especially, who did they play today? Which team?
Iceberg.
Iceberg, yeah.
Iceberg.
They could have taken the game away from them. Also, Infamous could have easily taken one game a few days ago. Yesterday, maybe 2 days. Leviathan against the Dire. I think the Dire still did not play too much matches to see what their strengths and weaknesses are, but it should be a pretty easy game for them, I guess. Even though they just lost, people are saying a lot of shit on them on Reddit, but still.
It feels like a boxing card, right? You kind of have the Dire with Leviathan as the undercard, and then you have the final DCs coming in. Oh, can they get it? And then you have the main card, you know, the two proven kind of teams already. I'm super excited for it. I'm excited to see DC's new roster. I'm excited to see...
We don't know yet what the full roster is.
Yeah.
We only have heard some things.
Yeah, and the Dire, I'm excited. They, had 3-4 days off? No, pardon me, monster. But, I'm excited to see if they made some changes. Obviously, Zai should be playing again because he was at the wedding, but back home now, so I think they do need to beat Leviathan because Leviathan, Peter should be able to outdraft him. I mean, it's a TI winner. He's one of the best drafters probably ever in Dota 2, so we'll see. And Leviathan, their drafting's very shaky. Their play's good, but
are they really aiming to outdraft Leviathan? Is that their score, considering the name?
I mean, that's the thing. They could underestimate Leviathan and just pick as they please in the draft and then get like 5th pick brooded. I know Jenkins didn't have a great brood showing at the start of the day, but what if he's put in a position where he has a good brood game? Can have fun and be enabled. So
I think they're aiming way higher than outdrafting Leviathan.
Yeah, they want to smash them. They want to smash them.
One game at a time, cost, right? One game at a time.
Yeah, they also just might make an example of Leviathan after losing their first series.
Yeah, they're just gonna freaking
get the dumpster again.
Yeah.
We'll see. Exactly. I'm optimistic. I just want to see some good Dota.
I'm excited. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be,
It's a hype schedule for our last day of the first week. After tomorrow, we have a 2-day break and then come back for yet another week of that round robin group stage. And then after that, we go into playoffs. So tomorrow is going to be just a hype day to go out on before we go to that break.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it. So, guys, that's going to be concluding things for day number 4. We love all of you who continue to tune in and support us. And for those of you who happen to subscribe during the broadcast, we're going to do a little extra shout-out for you. All right, guys, let's get these monsters open and say goodbye. Yeah, I opened up a fire and a new one here. So, how many? We had 3 last time. I'll take 2. I'll take 1. We got Lolitus.
LOL, it's Luis.
LOL, it's Luis.
The plural Evan.
And we're done. Wow, cheers to the 2 of you for supporting. We appreciate it so much. And all seriousness, guys, we're having a lot of fun up here. It's been great casting American Dota. We hope you are enjoying it, and we're going to be excited to return tomorrow to do more of it again. So thank you so much. Cheers to you. We'll see you tomorrow.